have big news coming in. India Today accesses details of FIR against the farmer leaders. Cops allege that farmers tried to ram them with tractors. Cops allege that this was done after the instructions from farmer leaders. In fact, the number plates of the vehicles were hidden as well. Remember, yesterday, the tractor rally took such a violent turn. Several police officials were injured, and now in an FIR, the cops have testified that farmers used their tractors to ram into the police, injuring several of them, and that many of those tractors that actually went amok had their number plates covered. They had their number plates hidden. This is the information that the police have given in the FIR. India Today has accessed details of the FIR against the farm leaders. In fact, the cops then alleging and categorically mentioning, based on video evidence, that tractors were used to ram into those police officials who were protecting and guarding the national capital. Several of those cops injured are currently receiving treatment. At least 300 police officials have been injured. They're receiving treatment at various hospitals in Delhi. Cops allege that the violence took place right on the instructions of the farmer union leaders. Farmer union leaders have also been mentioned in the FIR now. Many of their names have been included in the FIR. Many of those tractors that actually ran amok, their number plates were hidden. In fact, India Today was first on the spot. Our reporters were bringing you live coverage of what happened, how the protesters turned violent in minutes, right from the start of the day. They pushed their way towards the national capital, violating all those norms that were agreed upon by the police and the farmer unions. And now, several police officers injured at hospitals. They've testified in the FIR. Police officers clearly saying that farmers rammed into them using their tractors. Many of those tractors had their number plates covered. So was it pre-planned is the question. Kunal joining us live for more details on that. Kunal, if you can take us through what the FIR really speaks of. India Today has accessed FIR details which clearly suggests that the cops have testified that, and we've seen that on the visuals as well that our reporters brought from on ground, where tractors ran amok. They literally rushed towards, charged the tractors towards the police officials, tried to move them aside with those tractors racing towards them at many junctions. Many of those police officers were injured. They're currently being treated at various hospitals, and that's what they mentioned in the FIR as well. And those tractors had their number plates covered too. So was this all pre-planned? They had stones, they had metal rods with them. It appears that they were instructed, and instructions came right from the top, from the farmer union leaders itself.
Yes, and serious allegations have been put against those tractor drivers who are using the tractor, and they were driving in such a manner threatening the life of police personnel. That is the biggest charge which have been put in the FIR, which has been accessed exclusively by India Today. All those leaders who have signed the memorandum after the meeting with police and the decision about the routes and other modalities have been taken in the meeting, all those have been named in the FIR, citing that they were leading the protest at different places. So names like Darshan Pal, Rakesh Tikat, Mr. Virk and other senior leaders who were the part of the meeting with the police, and they have decided that which routes will be taken by the different protesters. All those have been named, and these are the serious allegations that even farmers tried to and they drive their vehicle on the policemen, and they were severely injured yesterday while they were driving recklessly. Not just driving recklessly, but they want to mow down those police personnel. All these allegations have been put up by the police personnel who are injured, and now on the basis of that, this FIR has been filed at these FIR has been filed by the Delhi police. So now serious charges on the farmer leaders as well, and those who were using tractors without number plates. So all these things are coming up. Even after this FIR can be upgraded after a few days if something new will come. But right now, what is coming out that police personnel who have been injured, they are making statements and they are clearly saying that this was an attempt to mow down. This was an attempt to kill them, and that's how all the things, this protest that has gone in such a way that it became life-threatening for them as well.
Life-threatening to a point that 300 police personnel are currently injured and receiving treatment at various hospitals. We saw the visuals were scary, Kumar Kunal. Many of those tractors actually rushed charged towards those police officials who are guarding the national capital. They were mowed down. Several of them were hit. Thankfully, no fatalities reported among the police, but they were literally mowed down by those charging tractors, and they had their number plates hidden. Many of those protesters who call themselves farmers had their face fully covered. It was not a mask, but in fact an entire face covered, so that just in case the cameras catch them, they would escape. There's no proof, no evidence to implicate them. And here now, FIRs have named farmer union leaders, many of whom videos that we've accessed suggesting and instructing the farmers to use all muscle, push their way into the national capital. Even though to us, to the media, formally they're saying something else, but on the other side, while they speak privately with the farmers, there's something else going on altogether.
That's why police is claiming that this was a pre-planned attack on the police personnel, and all those what happened yesterday, that was not being, you can say, was done in the heat of the moment, but it was actually pre-planned. The planning was there. What Delhi police is charging, making charges against the farmer leaders and against the rioters who actually were on the roads yesterday. They are also claiming that not just the tractors charged them and tried to mow them down, but even they are beaten with the sticks. There are several weapons in their hand, and they have been charged by those farmers or agitators who were with weapon also. So all these things are coming up, and once the police personnel who have been injured and getting treatment at various hospitals of capital, they will make their statement. These things will come more clearly. So there are evidence. Several of the police personnel are injured and getting treatment. Some of are severely injured and even getting injuries like head injury, which is considered to be life-threatening. So serious charges can be put against those farmer leaders who have been named in the FIR, and even against unidentified men who were covering their faces just for the purpose that they should not be identified by any of the police personnel. So these are the things which are even we have shown in the CCTV footages getting from the various places. Even we got some visuals yesterday. All of the reporters from India Today, they were in field and they were getting the visuals for our viewers as well, and they were showing that how the tractors being charged towards police personnel, and they actually tried to attack the police personnel who were coming in the way in process to protect
that's exactly what we saw, and that's what's been mentioned in the FIR as well. Kumar Kunal, thank you very much for joining us.